Many women invest a lot of time and money in their clothing and still wonder why their look doesn't seem truly high quality. Often, it's not the garments themselves, but small details that subtly influence the overall impression. Accessories have the power to elevate an outfit or completely ruin it. However, these subtle differences are rarely consciously perceived. There's a bigger difference between flashy and elegant than many realize. What glitters, is large, or immediately catches the eye doesn't automatically appear luxurious. On the contrary, often it's precisely these elements that detract from the overall look. True style is understated and controlled. Understanding which accessories unconsciously diminish the elegance of an outfit allows you to instantly transform your image. Not through increased consumption, but through better choices. Even small adjustments can make a huge difference. And this is precisely where a style that truly looks expensive begins. Necklaces with very large elements often seem like a rushed attempt to add weight to an outfit. But this very exaggeration robs the look of its naturalness and ease. Instead of enhancing the style, the accessory becomes a dominant distraction. The eye is drawn to the necklace and loses sight of the person. Elegant style, however, arises from a harmonious overall look. If the proportions are off, even high-quality clothing appears less convincing. The necklace takes on a role it shouldn't. Furthermore, oversized necklaces are rarely versatile. They don't suit either formal business looks or relaxed everyday outfits. They often look out of place and demand attention. Many of these styles are highly dependent on trends and age quickly. What seems modern today will already look outdated tomorrow. As a result, the style loses its timelessness, and that's precisely what weakens its elegant effect. Women with a confident presence consciously opt for understated elegance. They choose jewelry that complements rather than dominates. A delicate necklace can convey significantly more style than a large statement piece. Reduced style creates space for personality. Oversized necklaces, on the other hand, often appear contrived. This feeling unconsciously transfers to the entire look. And a similar effect is also very noticeable with another accessory. Bags with highly glossy surfaces are eye-catching at first glance, but rarely convey a sense of quality. The intense shine immediately draws attention and disrupts the balance of the outfit. Instead of completing the look, the bag becomes the dominant focal point. Especially in daylight, the strong reflection often appears artificial. Elegance, however, thrives on understated materials and clean textures. When something is too shiny, it loses depth. And that's precisely where the problem begins. Many of these bags are made of materials that quickly deteriorate visually. Small scratches, creases, or dull spots become immediately visible. This makes the bag look worn out faster, even when it's new. An otherwise harmonious look is instantly weakened. The bag attracts attention, but not in a positive way. The overall impression shifts subtly, and that's exactly what robs the styling of its elegant effect. Stylish women usually opt for matte or slightly textured surfaces. These appear calmer and are more versatile in their combinations. A bag should complement, not dominate. Highly reflective models, on the other hand, appear loud and busy. They rarely convey a sense of poise. And this effect is also evident in other styling details, especially in elements that introduce color. Garments with extremely intense prints often appear vibrant, but they rob the look of any elegance. When colors are highly saturated, a feeling of clutter quickly arises. The eye finds no resting point and is constantly challenged. Stylish looks, however, require balance and deliberate restraint. A print should complement, not dominate. Too much visual information is tiring, and that's precisely what robs the outfit of its lightness. It becomes especially problematic when such prints are combined with other eye-catching accessories. This creates visual overload that appears poorly thought out. Many highly saturated patterns are also very trend-dependent. They quickly lose their relevance and soon look outdated. Elegant style, on the other hand, remains timeless and serene. It works independently of seasonal fashions. This quality is often lacking in intense prints. Women with a sophisticated presence choose patterns selectively and sparingly. Subdued colors and softer contrasts instantly convey a more mature look. A subtle print can express personality without being loud. Overly intense patterns, on the other hand, often look like a style clash. They don't tell a clear story. This effect isn't limited to clothing. It also becomes readily apparent with jewelry materials. Gold-colored costume jewelry can enhance an outfit when used judiciously. However, if worn in excess, it immediately loses its impact. Multiple gold pieces compete with each other and create visual clutter. The shine often appears harsh and lacks depth. Instead of elegance, it creates an impression of clutter. Luxury is not about quantity, but about conscious selection. Another problem lies in the effect of the material itself. Inexpensive gold tones often appear artificial or garish under light. They rarely harmonize with skin tones or fabrics. This effect is particularly pronounced when several pieces are combined. The look quickly becomes unbalanced. Even high-quality clothing can lose value as a result. The focus shifts to the wrong things. Women with style use gold very selectively. A single, understated piece of jewelry is usually all that's needed. Matte or warm gold looks significantly more sophisticated. Reduction creates clarity and tranquility in styling. Too much gold, on the other hand, signals insecurity. This impression shapes the entire overall appearance, and this same pattern continues with other accessories. Wearing several striking rings at once creates a chaotic overall look that robs the outfit of any clarity. Instead of conveying style, the hands quickly appear cluttered and uncontrolled. Each ring draws attention, but together they lose their individual impact. The eye cannot find a clear focus and perceives the styling as chaotic. Elegance, however, thrives on structure and deliberate choices. Less jewelry allows materials and shapes to stand out more. Too many bold rings destroy this visual order. It becomes particularly problematic when the rings have different colors, shapes, and finishes. Gold, silver, and stones are combined without a clear concept. The result appears random rather than stylishly planned. Often, the impression arises that each piece of jewelry is trying to prove something. But true style works in precisely the opposite way. It demonstrates confidence through restraint. This quality is lost with cluttered hands. Women with an elegant presence usually rely on a clear jewelry concept. A single, expressive ring can have a much stronger impact than several worn simultaneously. Fine lines and clean shapes accentuate the look. Excessive jewelry, on the other hand, distracts from the overall impression. It conveys restlessness and insecurity. This effect unconsciously affects the entire style. And this principle is also very evident in another accessory. Large, heavily ornamented earrings often look out of place in everyday life. Even if they are beautiful in themselves, they are usually intended for special occasions, but are frequently worn for every occasion. This creates a clash of styles that makes the outfit appear unbalanced. Instead of creating elegance, they quickly look like costumes. Style also means recognizing the right context. Not every piece of jewelry is suitable for every situation. This very distinction is often lacking here. Striking earrings draw strong attention to the face, but in a dominant and harsh way. They compete with hairstyle, makeup, and clothing for attention. The overall look loses harmony as a result. Especially with simple outfits, the contrast is too stark. The look appears unbalanced and lacks confidence. Elegant style is characterized by subtle nuances, not by maximum impact. Women with a sophisticated presence consciously choose their earrings according to the occasion and outfit. Smaller models or clean lines appear significantly more refined during the day. They frame the face without obscuring it. Overly conspicuous earrings, on the other hand, detract from the overall look. They appear demanding rather than natural. And it is precisely this restlessness that prevents an elegant radiance. This opens the door to the next accessory, which further amplifies this effect. Belts with very large logos or eye-catching buckles immediately draw attention to the midsection and disrupt the natural lines of the outfit. Instead of structuring the silhouette, they take center stage in the styling. This quickly makes the look appear ostentatious and lacking in harmony. Elegance, however, arises from restraint and balance. When an accessory speaks louder than clothing and posture, an imbalance is created. The outfit loses its composure and naturalness. The belt dominates instead of supporting. Such belts are often strongly associated with status symbolism. They convey the impression that belonging or value must be displayed. But true style works without explanations. It is expressed in fit, material, and attitude. Large logos, on the other hand, appear timeless and quickly lose their relevance. What attracts attention today often seems outdated tomorrow. This fleeting nature weakens the stylish effect. Women with a sophisticated presence usually choose belts very deliberately. Simple buckles and high-quality materials appear calmer and more timeless. The belt fulfills its function without being obtrusive. Dominant logos, on the other hand, distract from the overall look. They convey a sense of insecurity rather than confidence, and this feeling shapes the perception of the entire look. A similar effect can be observed in the realm of hair accessories. Hair accessories with lots of details, shine, or striking shapes can quickly look playful and immature. Instead of stylishly styling the hair, they draw unnecessary attention. This makes the look appear restless and cluttered. Such accessories seem particularly out of place in everyday life. Elegance in hair is expressed through lightness and naturalness, not through visible effort or decoration. This is precisely where the style clash occurs. Overly decorated hair accessories draw the eye upward and dominate the face. They compete with jewelry, makeup, and clothing. The overall look loses clarity and harmony. Often such details are reminiscent of fleeting trends. This makes the look appear less mature and less sophisticated. Even a good outfit can lose its impact as a result. The accessory takes on the wrong leading role. Stylish women opt for restraint in their hair. Simple clips, matte materials, or clean lines look significantly more elegant. The hair complements the look, rather than defining it. Overly decorated accessories, on the other hand, appear insecure. They give the impression that the look is being artificially given meaning. This intention rarely goes unnoticed, and this very need is also clearly evident in the latest styling mistake. When too many accessories are worn at once, even high-quality clothing immediately loses its impact. Necklaces, rings, earrings, bracelets, belts, and bags compete with each other. The eye cannot find a clear focus and perceives the styling as cluttered. Elegance, however, arises from conscious selection. A look needs space and structure. Too many elements rob it of this lightness. The result appears strained rather than confident. An often underestimated effect is the impact on the perception of self-confidence. Overload signals insecurity and the desire to show too much at once. Style, however, works in precisely the opposite way. It deliberately omits things. Reduction demonstrates clarity and inner peace. When everything wants to be visible, a clear message is missing. The look tells too many stories at once. Women with a sophisticated presence almost always opt for a clear focal point. One main accessory is perfectly sufficient. The rest takes a back seat. This restraint appears mature, calm, and very elegant. Fewer pieces allow materials and cuts to be showcased more effectively. Too many accessories, however, ruin this effect. They rob the look of depth and authenticity. And this is precisely where true elegance truly shines. Elegance doesn't come from a multitude of accessories, but from conscious restraint. A harmonious look needs no explanation or exaggeration. It appears calm, clear, and natural. And that's precisely what makes it sophisticated. When you start selecting accessories intentionally, you transform the entire effect of your outfit. Not everything that stands out actually contributes. Often, it's what's left out that has the greatest impact. Style is revealed in clarity. If you apply these principles, you'll immediately see and feel the difference. Your look will gain in serenity, maturity, and elegance. Stay here to delve deeper into this knowledge, because true style arises from awareness, not by chance.